Good morning. Happy Friday. We got some good music. Who's doing the music this morning? I am loving this. I'm Tina Jennings, and we are obviously grooving on this Friday morning. We are gonna be doing a whole lot of shopping for your kitchen. We're gonna make your life, whether you're chopping something, you're baking something, whatever it is, let's just make it easier on you. Speaking of making things easier, how many times have you been making something and you're like, man, I really wish I had another oven. You know, those fancy schmancy homes, they got double ovens. I could have a double oven too. But this is how we do it here. We do it with Elite Bistro. This is, it's like literally having a second full-size oven. 45-liter French door oven. This is doing everything. Broiling, grilling, toasting, baking, rotisserie, whatever it is you want to do. And you control the heat. Whatever you put in the top gets its own level. Whatever you put in the bottom getting its own level. Exclusive, we're taking almost $50 off it this morning. That's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna do a full presentation. We're gonna be pulling a lot of food out of it. You're gonna be able to see, but I wanna get you shopping for that. Like I said, we could have a double oven like the fancy schmancy homes, but this is how we do it. I said we're gonna make life easier. What's the one thing you probably hate the most about making a dish? The food prep, right? You gotta slice things, you gotta get the cutting board out, you gotta get the food processor, you gotta do
Makes
something.
me not wanna cook.
I will not cook something. If I look at a recipe and I said, 3 things is like my max.
That's it? That's all we're gonna do?
But now.
Well, now we can open up your recipe world here. Have a look, guys. There's wants in the kitchen
Mark.
and there's needs in the kitchen, right? This is a need. This is our Cuisinart pull chopper. Follow me down to the board here, and I want you to watch this. And here's why you want one of these. 1, 2, 3. And I've taken raw onions in 3 seconds with no power or electricity, and I've gone ahead and I've given it that rough chop, which is very cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put that lid back on, and because I'm in complete control of what's going on, not the store, not the guy doing it for me at the market, I can make this any consistency I want. So now without my fingers ever touching the onions, without any smell, without any big knife cutting board or anything like that, I have, in seconds, one of the nicest chops of onions you're ever gonna see. Think about that for your soup, sandwiches, and stews. And we're just getting started. Now,
Wait, let me see your face. No tears. There's not a tear. There's not a tear.
I'm not sweating.
Wait, chopping onions, no tears? And I love what you said about not letting the person at the store do it for you.
Right, because they decide. They decide how big that piece is gonna be, not you. And you're paying, that's right.
For somebody else to do your chopping when you really think about that.
Exactly.
Okay, so Mark, before we start making some more things, I wanna remind everybody what we're getting first.
Absolutely,
because we're gonna chop, he's gonna do all the good things. You're gonna pick your colors.
Yep.
Black or red, because we want it to go with our
Absolutely,
decor.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so everything that you see Mark doing, we're gonna show you the chopping portion. But when you see the container that it comes in, you're getting 2 today.
Two containers, the lid,
and
the
blade.
lid. Yep.
And the blade. Why is that important? Because you can store something you've already done, and then you can continue to chop things as you need.
Exactly right.
Customer pick, under 20 bucks.
I love that it's a customer pick. That's very cool. So here, 2.5 cup capacity, and we talked about that. Think about your recipes. We made it this size because we're trying to maximize on the space in your kitchen. I can't think of anything that's ever called for 2.5 cups of onions, 2.5 cups of this. So we found the perfect size, all right? Now, there is a silicone band on the bottom that's strong enough that it ends up moving the table before it moves the chopper. You've got 3 stories of Cuisinart cutting technology. And by the way, I don't think either one of us have mentioned the lifetime guarantee on this yet. We're gonna put this right inside. Now, something like garlic, you know, you'll hear a lot of times when we do our little shows here, if you bought it just for this, it's worth every penny. Can I tell you? Every demo we're doing today, if you bought it just for that, it's worth every penny. So we've got a full 1.5 cup, 1 3/4 of garlic in there. My fingers haven't touched one of them. I'm gonna put the lid back on, which is what houses the mechanism, and I'll show you that here in a second. And it's just a quick pull. And those 3 stories of blades go to work. And all you have to do is keep an eye on how much of a chop you want. So I'm gonna stop right there and I'm gonna let you have a look, okay? So if you're a garlic fan and you love your soup, salad, sauces for Italian meals, you're right there. This is perfect. No going at it with a little razor blade and getting off little slivers and stuff that we've seen people do. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this back on and I'm gonna keep going. And what I love about this is I can absolutely control everything to do with every one of my dishes. And what's neat about this one, I'm gonna take this down, right down to the bottom. If you've ever heard of something called a shmoo. You heard of shmoo?
No, but please tell me more.
Shmoo is a very cool garlic dip, okay? And all you're gonna do with that is just straight garlic. And now I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of olive oil to this. And think about it. Think about how long it would take with a knife, cutting board, right? Your favorite movie on, because it's gonna take that long. How long it would take you to get something to this kind of consistency? And if you're not gonna get it to this kind of consistency, what's it gonna cost you to go do in the store? So I want you to have a look here. And we've brought this down to a consistency that you will never see with a knife. You'll never see with a cutting board, and you can take that and literally spread it like butter on your steaks and your roasts and your chickens. Is that not incredible?
Look.
And by the way, this spatula that I'm using here comes with it if you need to scrape the sides like in a big stand mixer or anything like that. Isn't that cool? Love it, love it, love it, love it.
A wise man once said that this is kind of the in-between between a cutting board and a knife and a food processor.
Right.
You know who that famous man was?
I don't.
You.
Wow. Neat. I got to quote me more.
That was a great analogy, though. But I love the way you put that.
It's absolutely right. You know what? We everybody loves those the iPads, right? That's because it was the filler between the phone and the giant computer. Well, that's what this is. Sometimes it's not just the quick boom, and sometimes it's not the meal for 20. Sometimes you just want to get things done for 3 or 4, and you want to save some time. So have a look at this. If you're worried about, look at this. It's so hard I can barely snap it. This is your root vegetable.
Okay.
This is your carrots, your potatoes. This is all of that stuff that people look at one of these and goes, nope, not gonna happen. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Now, your gear housing, which is up top here, let me give this a bit of a rinse. All right, everything is dishwasher safe, or just give it a rinse as you go. This is where your gear mechanism lives, and it's just a simple pull of the string. And if you're looking at me going, Jesus, this guy's huge, of course he can pull that thing. Not at all, you guys. And I'm gonna give you a little tip on adding leverage if you need it to. So here's your root vegetables, and those blades go right through the root vegetables. This is Cuisinart. This is the the legendary cutter here around the hallways. You've seen our knife sets. Well, now you're looking at our pull chopper. And if you want to, kind of halfway in between, just give it a little tamp and give it a pull. Now, if you're worried about the force that it takes to pull it back, and listen, it's not much at all. I'm gonna give you a little tip here. Bring it to the edge of the counter, just like that. And if you're worried about how much of a force it takes, just pull it down.
Oh, pull down.
Just pull it down. It's like my cat can do this. Very, very simple.
Your cat get thumbs?
I have a very talented cat. So have a look here. I want you to think about how much time and effort it would take to get carrots to look like that with a knife and a cutting board. It's just not gonna happen.
I wanna remind people of 2 things while you load up the next one, Mark. 1, lifetime warranty.
Absolutely.
Lifetime. So let me remind you, when was the last time you got anything with a lifetime warranty on it? It's a customer pick. We've been kind of running those reviews at the bottom. So see how everybody else, they always like to say, oh, I did this or I did that or I used it in this jam and whatever the case. Go read the reviews. But let me remind you again, under $20.
Amazing.
Under $20 today. You just pick your color, the black or the red. People seem to like the red this morning. I think we're getting a little fancy in our homes. You get 2 of the containers with the lids. So when Mark is chopping something up, let's say you've made salsa in one.
Right.
That's in the fridge. That's already got the lid. You can still continue to use it, for your everyday use.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Including celery.
Exactly, including celery. And in fact, I yanked on that one a bit hard. So let's go ahead and talk about that salsa that we talked about. Now, this is a dish you might want to save for later sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give this a pull. Fresh salsa is the easiest thing in the world to make. There is no reason to spend $6 or $7 for this at the store. Absolutely none. So have a look here in just a few pulls, and the smell that comes from this, the smell from fresh salsa, is outstanding. Now have a look. You've got everything in there, the perfect size, perfect shape, perfect consistency. And if you didn't want to have this now and you want to just save it for later, that's okay. We've got
You put the lid on?
We've got the lid on it for you so you can store that one away, and then you've also got that second container so you can keep chopping away if you want to keep chopping away. And that's what I love about it.
Remind them how much this holds, because
2.5 cups is what you're looking at.
Now it says, because people are going to look at this and it says the word mini on it, and I don't want everyone to think, what are we really talking when we say mini?
Right, exactly.
That was a lot of salsa you made in there.
That's a lot of salsa. Like I said, 2.5 cups of anything when it comes to food-wise is a pretty fair amount. There's no worries there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give this a rinse again. Like I said, everything is really easy to clean. And the reason that I'm going with celery right now is because if you've ever tried to cut through celery and you deal with those strings, that can be such a problem. Well, I want you to see the 3 stories of blades that go to work in our pull chopper. And again, if you wanted to stop there, it's nice, it's clear, you can see what's going on. Just give it a stop, give it a tamp. If you're done, you're done. If not, give it 1 or 2 more. And now I want you to have a look here. We've got that trifecta. If you are into soup, sandwiches, stews, any of that kind of cooking, the sauces.
When he does that.
Have a look here. You've got the carrots, the celery, and the onions. And again, that's your trifecta. If you're doing your soups, your sandwiches, your bases, your Italian sauces, that's where you're starting. And for most of us, what you're looking at is an hour into the process.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly. Now, you just had a little one, right?
I did have a little one.
Have a look at this. Instead of going and buying all of this expensive stuff in the stores, the fruits, the veggies, go ahead, take a couple of seconds, and you can make a puree out of this. Actually, I'm going to stop right now and show you this at this point, because right now I've got the perfect topping for ice creams and sundaes. That's the consistency I want. I haven't plugged anything in. There's virtually no learning curve. There's no, what am I looking for there? Food processor out there that's going to give you a lifetime guarantee on anything.
There's no batteries. There's no batteries. Motor, this is just
exactly
getting it done.
Exactly. Have a look here. So there's a great consistency for a little snack for baby or the young ones. And if I left it a little chunkier, that's great for ice cream. What else have I got here we can talk about? Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. So listen, if you're an egg salad fan, a chicken salad fan, a tuna salad fan, one of the things that you're always going to put in there is mayonnaise. That's your binder, right?
Right.
Problem is mayonnaise is where all the fat lives. So if you're looking for a way to trim down, slim down, save a few calories and stuff like that, your egg salad sandwiches, okay, this is super simple. We've got a couple of hard-boiled eggs in there, a gherkin, some ham. But because this has the ability to chop this down to such a fine consistency, it acts, the yolk, as its own binder. You can't do this kind of consistency with it. Well, you can, but I mean, it'll take you Thursday.
Right. You said Thursday.
A couple of pulls on this, and that is really all you need. And I want you to have a look here. That's the kind of consistency that delis dream about. So I'm going to pull this right over here, right to our sandwich, and I want you to have a look as it goes on the bun. No mayonnaise, no extra added fat, but we don't need it. How perfect is that? And I want you to think about that. We got so many people here at the network with some crazy fun knife skills. They're great shows to watch. I know John's fun to watch with his knives and everything like that, but I got to tell you something. There isn't a knife in the world, a chef in the world, that's going to take care of something like that for you. And with just a couple of pulls and a lifetime guarantee and a name like Cuisinart, you can do it yourself.
Done. Right?
Love it.
Whether we have the name that your parents, like everybody has had that. You've seen it, you know it, we rely on it. We think that's a name that goes along with great quality. So the fact that they're backing it with that lifetime warranty, so $19.95, 3 flex payments, get it home. What is that, under $7 a month? No interest if you want to break it into 3 separate months. You get it home, you get chopping right away. You get this home, right?
Yep.
Start making maybe the recipe you didn't want to make.
Well, let me show you the first thing I want you to do when you get home. You know, there's so many uses.
What did you?
That was some tri-peppers right there. Those were fun. But this is what I want you to do with it. Those onions, those carrots, that garlic, this is where it's at. Like I said, we're always chopping onions, we're always chopping garlic, we're always chopping all that stuff. So instead of either paying so much extra money to have it done for you, 1, 2, 3, I'm ready for my soups and stews. 4, 5, 6, I'm ready for my sandwiches. 7, 8, 9, and a couple of more. And I've got just almost like the garlic, and I'm gonna put that right beside it, the most incredible toppings for roasts, sandwiches, anything like that. That is some fun stuff to work with in the kitchen, you guys.
By the way, if you just tuned in, we made onions, we made some more onions, we made some garlic,
carrots,
we did some fruit, we did
celery, egg salad, tri-peppers. Here, we'll lead out on a hummus. There we go.
Yeah. By the way, it is the 2 colors, the black and the red. The red is the most popular, so if red is the one that you're kind of feeling out, I would definitely make sure to put that into your cart. Give us a call or go to hsn.com if you want to do that. Under $20. I'm going to hit it again. Customer pick, Cuisinart, lifetime
guarantee.
Look how much you can do.
That is wild. Right on the flatbread. There we go. Nice.
Look at how gorgeous that is. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys a secret. This is how you can get this basically for $9.95.
Not bad.
If you sign up with an HSN credit card, you can take $10 off your first purchase. So if that's your first purchase, take $10 off, get it for under $10. Mark doesn't come along with it. But thank you, Mark, for all of that. We did a lot of chopping. That is one thing, right, that we would love to make easier in the kitchen, is all the chopping, all of that. Here's another thing. When you take your pan out and you're making stuff, it just seems like there's just never enough room, right?
Never.
You're like, I just need one more burger to be in here, one more pancake. Why can I not just have a little bit of extra room?
Exactly.
Danny.
Exactly. Enter Danny Boom for Not a Square Pan. How are you doing, guys?
This, can I tell you, when I saw this and I was looking at it, I was like, why was this never a thing from the beginning? So think about this.
Yes.
Danny was explaining this to me in earlier when we met.
That's right.
When you pull out your pan and you said, okay, this is a 8-inch, this is a 12-inch. It is the circumference of the outside.
We're always looking at this area.
That's not our surface area.
No, this is the surface area. This is what you're cooking on right here.
That's not what you get to actually use.
Right.
But Not a Square Pan said, hold up, let's do this easier.
That's right.
I'm gonna give you two pans, an 8 and a 12-inch non-stick fry pan set where you get 20% more cooking surface because you guys are making it square at the bottom.
That's right. So we took the circle, okay, this is the clever name of Not a Square Pan. You see the round area there? Okay, that's where we see a frying pan. But when you actually see this area, see the corners that they're created? So what you see on this graphic is we've actually improved it by 20%. We're actually giving you 20% more surface area. Okay, so you actually get 80% more width within the pan, okay, which is absolutely incredible. But then, basically, you've doubled the size. Like, I'm now not double size. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add pancakes right now. We're doing breakfast, okay? So this is the proof in the pudding. The first thing is, I'm gonna look at the pan, I'm gonna see my surface area. Now, if this was a normal 12-inch pan, I'm only gonna be able to get around 4 pancakes in the pan. Okay. I'm gonna now get 6. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Not perfect because I've just done that for
no,
the
and I feel
giggles.
like you could get a little buddy over on the other side.
Yeah, but what I've done there is also, guys, I've not used any butter. I've not used anything because the non-stick in this pan, which is PFO-free, okay, and this is the most important thing, it is 3-layer, tri-layer. So that means that non-stick is gonna last you a while, okay? Regular pans right now that are on the market with that type of technology on the pan are double the price for 1 pan than you're getting for 2 today.
Yes. So, you were just doing this in the 12.
Yes.
You're also getting an 8-inch. You're getting both for under $30. So let's not even talk about how cool this is, that we're getting all the extra surface area, the non-stick, let's not even talk about any of that. When was the last time you could get 2 pans for under $30? Period. Let alone a customer pick, let alone you're getting 20% extra surface area so you can cook so much more. The non-stick.
That's it.
On this.
And I'm that confident with the non-stick. Look what I just did. I just dropped the berries in the pan, okay? And then we're gonna make a lovely coulis, a hot coulis to go over our pancakes that we've created. Now look at that, I've got sugar and berries, and these frozen berries are gonna melt into the pan beautifully. Look at the juice, it's just coming out. It's being like secreted out, it's pulling it out. That's why you put the sugar in the pan. But then, look at that, it's just moving around easy. Nothing's burning because the non-stick works for you, not against you, okay? And that's the most important thing when you're looking at buying a pan. You want something that's gonna work for you. I have a little expression. If you're looking, it ain't cooking, okay? And why I say that is because when I'm like doing this and wiggling everything around, it's not really doing anything. You want the pan to have a really good heat dispersion. You want, basically you want no cold spots. So that's the first thing you get with great surface area. But then look at that non-stick. Again and again and again, all those berries, okay? With the sugar, look at that, guys. And then look, watch this when I do the spill out now over the pancakes. Beautiful. Look at that, okay?
You're speaking my language right there.
And then there comes the easy wipe out because this is the most important thing. I want to be able to create things like this and then just wipe it out and start all over again, okay? Look at that. That was a hot pan, sticky sugar and berry juice. And now I'm gonna start off into my next dish, okay, which is a frittata. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in my tomatoes.
You're just gonna use that same pan?
Straight on, okay? I don't even really have to use butter, but I'm gonna use it because I want my mushrooms to get nice and tasty, so they go in there.
Butter makes everything better.
Tell me something about it, you know what I mean? Julia Childs had one great thing on that, didn't she?
Yeah,
you know?
add butter.
Okay, add butter, add everything. Now, why are we adding butter, though? You only add butter for flavor. So if you didn't want to use butter or oil or anything like that, you've got the great health aspect of basically using this awesome non-stick pan. Okay, again, look at that. Easy, easy, easy. And this is the cool thing. This is tri-folded, okay? So what we've got is we've got aluminum, a little bit of steel, aluminum again, pressed down with that amazing 3 layers of non-stick. And that's what gives you a beautiful, strong, but light pan. If you've got someone at home who's got like a little bit of arthritis, a little bit of joint issues, this is great pan to basically use in the kitchen, and a fantastic ergonomic handle, which is silicone-based as well. And then look at those 2 rivets right there. That handle ain't going nowhere.
And we've only been making stuff on the 12-inch.
Yes.
So we've only been using one of the 2 pans that you get, but don't forget you get the 8-inch as well. So if you were just tuning in and you're like, I love this 12. This 12-inch is amazing. I get 20% extra surface area for $29.95. No, no, no. You get both of them.
Both.
Last time you did an airing, you were here in September.
That's right.
You were with Adam.
That's
you guys were calling the handle wonky donkey.
Well, you did it. So listening, because Adam and I are English, so we're like.
Is that an English?
It is. It's such a. If your kids watch Peppa Pig, it's the first thing they're going to see about it. But
no wonky donkey handle here.
No wonky donkeys, okay? Because what that is going to be in there good. I'm going to say this to you, in all honesty, we live in a very disposable society, okay? And what the great thing about it is what we've created here is a pan that is at a right price, okay? That is going to give you everything that you need. And the big thing is, dispose of the old pans today, everybody, because let's stop lying. We've got all these pans under here, and we all go like this, and then all of a sudden, I'm pulling out that pan with the wonky donkey handle or the scratched up non-stick.
We all have that.
And we're lying to ourselves, because you know what we do? It'll be okay. I've spent $50 on that pan. I can't possibly throw it away because the non-stick was supposed to last for over 10 years, and it's not. It only lasted 5 minutes because you put it in the dishwasher. This pan is so good. I use this for my own family. I make my kids breakfast every morning. Hello, Remy. Hello, Theo.
Hi, Remy. Hi,
I'm
Theo.
sure they're there right now. But you know what the whole thing is, guys? When we're making our breakfast, I don't want a pan that's going to let me down. I want it to last at least 18 months to 2 years, okay? In reality, for $29.95, you're getting 2 pans that are going to be doing more for you than any $50, $60, $70 single pan right now.
So we're all gonna, you know, have like a little bit of a breakup with the old pan that's seen better days.
Let's reinvent the kitchen a little bit, guys.
This
Bring
really is reinventing. Can I tell you, when we were talking about this, we were saying doing the square on the bottom, getting extra surface area. I don't even know why this wasn't a thing before. Like, why were we not thinking about this? Because you're getting the more surface area. You're getting even heat across because it's not rolling up on the sides again because it's not, it's flat.
Yes.
To me, I was like, it's like a no duh. Let's all jump on this bandwagon. One time we saw you do this presentation back in September, it became a customer pick because people got it home. They were like, let me try to see what this whole square thing is. They couldn't wait to come back and say, wow, this was like a game changer. Same thing I was saying, why were we not doing this before? And the fact you get both under $30, break it into 3 flex payments. Get it home for 10 bucks.
Right.
See how your whole world has changed.
And what are you losing? Let's just talk about this. What are you losing today? You get 2 pans for under $30. You can't even go into the red store, the green store, the blue store.
No.
You can't even get 1 pan for that.
No.
But basically, you're going to get double the quality, double the longevity for the price of 1 pan that is right out there right now.
So both, and you see the difference. Do you see how at the bottom, because we have food out here, so maybe you're not, it's hard to kind of see. Do you see how it's square in the bottom? 20% extra surface area to cook on just by making it square.
Yes, it's such a simple thing. Look at these 2 beautifully glazed pork chops we've put in there, right? We're gonna add a little butter, because everything goes better with butter. We're gonna put some onion and some wine in there, and we're gonna add a little Dijon mustard. We're gonna make ourselves a sauce now. And look at this. These 2 big pork chops, they wouldn't really fit in a normal 12-inch pan. You could only fit 1 in because you've got that little 20% extra. 20% goes a long way on cooking surface area. And look at how much bacon we've got in. Look at this.
Okay.
This is the one I love.
Me too.
Whole pack of bacon.
But what's the difference between this bacon and the bacon you may be making right now at your home? Is the bacon curling up on the sides, on the side of the pan? This bacon like lays flat because we got that extra surface area.
And that's the crazy thing. Because what happens with the bacon,
it does this.
You got to remember, it shrinks. And when you put it in a normal pan, you basically sometimes have to cut it in half, and then you have to fit everything in. Look at this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of bacon all in there at size. And what they do is they actually come into the size of the pan, which is fabulous. And there's no fish towel, as we call it.
Oh.
That's what we call it at the end of the day. Yeah, no fish toweling.
International, renowned chef. So I said, Danny, what do you really use at home? Because I know you cook, you really put it, whatever you have at home, you have to put through the ringer.
Absolutely.
This, you said, it's not going anywhere.
Every time. And it's the weirdest thing because when you're going through the rigmarole of daily life, okay, so we cook breakfast every morning for the family without go. We go into this point of I mean, seriously, I've got cast iron, steel, every time that goes in, $100 pans, $50 pans, $10 pans. When we actually tested these out, and I can honestly give you a personal recommendation, I put this through the sink, I put it through the dishwasher, every single pan that we've had, this one came out on top every time.
This one?
Yeah. Every time. And I've got to say, the bit for me that really is there is a scratch resistancy because it's got that 3 levels, 3 layers of non-stick. I mean, seriously, I've put it through the dishwasher. It's still working for me. We get the blue smoke on there beautifully. It's light, it's ergonomic. I love it.
Because I don't want anyone to tune in, see the price, and think that because it's such a good price, that has any indication that the quality is any less.
That's right.
I know, we're blowing your mind because we're giving you this great idea of getting 20% more surface area. We're giving you super non-stick, like love the cleanup, love the cooking, and you're getting 2. You are getting the one that Danny's been using, the 12. You're also getting the 8. You are getting both. It is a customer pick, so please, I urge you, go to .com, put in 679 755. The item will come up. Read those reviews, and they'll let you know. People that already got it home, what they cooked on it, how they were like. Well,
let's think. We've got a community here, HSN, and people who review, they tell you the truth. They've gone home, they've tried it, and that's the whole thing. This is our hipster hash. We've got beets, we've got sweet potato. Well, this year I went vegetarian.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. And I've been coming up with recipes for my restaurant. And the big thing is, like, I love color. And we need lots more color in our food. And look at that. I love the fact that we can just literally get it in that 12-inch, spin it around, and make a whole dish. It's beautiful.
We're gonna make a pledge right now. We're gonna get rid of the pan that we don't know why we're keeping it. We're gonna replace them.
Just do it, folks.
With both of these.
Take the gamble.
Under $30.
Tell you something right now, you will be playing with house money.
You keep cooking, so I'm gonna come back and eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a go at it.
Have a go.
I'm gonna have a go with my wonky donkey handles. I'm learning a lot from Danny this morning. Okay, now if I were, I already told this morning to Stephanie. When I'm gonna make pasta, I love pasta, okay? Love it. I can have it for every meal probably, breakfast included. And I ate spaghetti so much when I was pregnant, but every time I'm gonna make pasta, my husband says are not good words gonna be coming from the kitchen area? And I said, yes. Why? Please tell me I'm not alone. I cannot get the water to not spill out of the pot.
So annoying. And it's that slimy, starchy water that leaves a mess on your stove.
Every single time. So I asked Stephanie this morning, is this really the solution to my not so happy words that come from the kitchen? This really is gonna be it. LaQuay, they have taken so many things when we want to do it fast, easy, and we want to be able to do it in something that is great grade silicone, okay? So we're gonna have this for a long time. This is going to be making our pasta in the microwave, and it's gonna be our colander, which means there's not another thing we have to pull out.
Nothing else to wash.
No water is going to be stuck hard to my stovetop, right?
Exactly, I promise. This is ingeniously designed. Sometimes you run into things you're like, oh man, I wish I had thought of that. And that is exactly the way I look at our LaQuay pasta cooker. LaQuay is a European brand known for their premium grade silicone. And what we love about silicone is that it's flexible, it's naturally antibacterial, non-stick, and it's perfect in the microwave. So let's talk pasta. How long does it take to boil water? 10 minutes. Now I can cook a whole box of pasta in the time it would take me to boil water on the stove. So I'm gonna take my pasta, I'm gonna put it into my liqueur. It is the exact length of the spaghetti. Thank you for that. Why did it take us so long to find something we didn't have to break the spaghetti in? Then I'm gonna take my water, and no matter what kind of pasta I'm using, I'm gonna fill the water just over the top of the noodles. That's it. The water right from the sink. Do not boil the water first.
Don't boil the water.
Dry pasta, water in. We're about, what, 5 seconds of effort now? Put the lid on. No problem there. It's got this great silicone lid, fits right on. Notice how it's vented. This is the problem with your stovetop. It's not vented in your pots. Notice how there's a lip here. So when it boils up, it doesn't boil over, and this will catch all that starchy water instead of your burners. Here's where it gets amazing. I'm gonna pop this into the microwave. Takes how long to boil water? 10 minutes. Guess what it takes to cook this entire box of pasta? 10 minutes. So in the time you would be just waiting for the pot to boil on the stove, I'm gonna be done here and good to go. So now I've taken it out. This is where it's really fun. You take the lid, you flip it over. Now the lid secures down. This is my colander, because remember, there's still some residual water in there from cooking the pasta. Now I'm dumping the water into the sink. So what have I made dirty? A pot, a colander, a lid, the stove? No, this is all that I have used. This is dishwasher safe, by the way. It'll pop right into the dishwasher. Honestly, silicone's so easy to clean. I just rinse it off with a little sponge. We're good to go. And look what just happened. I didn't hear any bad words coming from Tina, and I have an entire box of cooked pasta.
Okay, this all came from in there?
Absolutely, that's the entire box, the 1 pound box. So then you start to think about, okay, all the things I boil water to make pasta. I make mac and cheese for my kids. You're not there yet, but you will get there. Mac and cheese is like one of the 4 food groups of toddlers. So again, I could take something like my boxed macaroni, cook the noodles in here, I can mix the cheese in here, and off I go. But I don't even have to take it out of here. I made my tricolor pasta. I always, you get asked to bring a salad to something. From the cooked pasta, dump in your ingredients. Why not? It's
now your container.
Right? This is now your container. It can be a travel container. It can be whatever you want it to be. I can even mix my dressing right in here. So you don't have to, constantly change the vessels in which you are cooking. The other thing LaQuay does I really, really like is they give us a little cheat sheet, because anytime you get something new, I know there's always a little bit of, gosh, am I gonna know what to do with it? So this shows you the types of pasta, which is pretty much all of them, that go in there and cook for 10 minutes. When you use denser pastas, any of the thicker wheat pastas, the more natural pastas, those cook for 12 minutes, so it's right there. Some of the smaller, capitellis and the little guys, they cook for 8. I'll tell you, if you buy those fresh pastas, I like to do the cheats and feel gourmet. I don't make the fresh pasta all that often, but I'll buy it refrigerated. It cooks in like 3 minutes.
Really?
It's so easy. Now those cook quicker on the stove too, but you have to wait for the water to boil. So the big difference is here, I am never waiting for the water to boil. I pop the pasta in dry, I drain it right from the lid. I could put this lid on and take it to the potluck, and I am good to go. It is so much easier to deal with, and not once have I had to clean up that nasty starchy water from my stove.
Take my money. I'm sold.
Yeah, your husband called, please buy 3.
Oh, I'm telling you, the fact that you have to wait for the water to boil, that's already. You have to time your whole pasta making over the water boiling. Then, we were joking about, the little myth of put the wooden spoon across the top of the pot.
How grandma told you to stop it from boiling over.
Such a myth.
I know, grandma, you were wrong. I love you, but you were wrong. That didn't work. This works though. Look at this. This is the colander. No pot to clean up.
No colander.
I cooked in here. I did not pre-boil the water. It all cooked at the same time, and then I drained from the lid. This is the one I love, because when I start to say bad words in the kitchen is that I do things too quickly, because I think I'm so good at everything. And I'll be taking my mac and cheese is when it tends to happen, because those little guys are slippery. And I have my colander in the sink, and I go whoosh, and half the pasta goes whoosh right out of the colander and into the sink. It hits the garbage disposal, and you're like, is it still okay if I feed that to my kid? Will anybody know?
5 second rule.
Will anybody know? So you're taking away the whole colander issue as well. And listen, if you cook something like bow tie and you take some jarred cheese sauce, Who's ever gonna know? I'm not gonna tell them. You mix it up in here, and this is mac and cheese. I mean, honestly, even if you wanted to make a cheese sauce on the stove or mix in some fresh, you know, veggie and shredded cheese, you can do all that. But you are taking away the difficult part. What's the difficult part? Boiling the water, keeping the pasta from boiling over on the stove, and managing to strain it. And here, if you have dexterity issues, and I will tell you, I am certainly getting there with some of the thumb issues from spending too much time on the phone. To hold a pot of hot boiling water, even with the lid on it, and then drain it into a colander, that's scary. So once your hands start to not do that so well, this is such a safer solution. This is so easy to grab. The good thing about silicone is it never gets boiling hot to the touch. So at most, I might touch it with a towel, but honestly, for the most part, once you've cooked it, you can just grab it right out of the microwave.
I am shocked at what it looks like and how much comes out of it, because you don't, when you visually look at it, it doesn't look like it could do that much.
It would hold the pound. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I would give you $19.95 for one time. I would give you a $20 bill for one time that I had to deal with boiling over the water.
I agree.
would say, I'll give you 20 bucks, make this not happen.
Yep.
And you get this, and LaQuay is known for the quality of the silicone. They are known for taking things in our life and making them microwavable. And again, it's one of those, why was this not a thing before?
Absolutely. Why did it take us so long to realize that boiling things over on the stove is annoying, and draining things into a colander when they're boiling hot is not easy for many people to do. So I love the fact that LaQuay has changed it. Yes, so if you haven't thought about this, first of all, fresh pesto is very easy to make. Mark's little pull chopper would be perfect for it. But even if you buy it ready-made, if you just take any shape of pasta and you mix in some pesto, it really elevates it and just makes a fun, nice, light meal. You can put some fresh tomatoes with it. You could toss a salad with it. And again, you're going to cook this from dry without pre-boiling the water in 10 minutes in the microwave.
I want to remind you how much is coming out of here, because when you're looking at it, it really doesn't look like that much can come out.
1 pound box.
The whole thing. Oh, see, look.
There's another one.
We've been talking. We've already made pasta. And I love that Stephanie was talking about, you get the little, like, cheat sheet, right?
Yes, you're gonna get that card. It's got a couple recipes in it, but it just reminds you of cooking times. So it's nothing you get scared of. I take my lid, I flip it over. And again, if you looked inside my microwave, you would see that there's no boil over in the microwave either, because the lid catches the bubbles in the starchy water. I flip it over to colander style, and look, I can do this one-handed. By the way, right out of the microwave, not burning hot on my hands. The water's hot because it's boiled and cooked the pasta, but the lid isn't, the vessel isn't, so I am having such an easier time with my hands. I have saved money. By the way, by the time, what have we been talking for 8 minutes, we would not even have the water boiling on the stove yet, and we are done. Pasta ready to go.
I am buying this. I am buying everybody. I know this. I'm gonna be the hero to everyone, because this is genius.
You know, if you need a fun gift to show up with someone's house and be like, I got something for you, I'm gonna change the way you make pasta. Yeah, because it's not expensive, but it's unique and it's useful. It's a lifesaver. It's a kitchen saver.
Useful. Okay, 641-537. Somebody get my phone, because we're gonna hear.
We'll save you one.
I'm telling you, under $20. I love this. We're not gonna be cleaning a pot. We're not cleaning a colander. The microwave, it's doing all of it. And Stephanie promises it tastes delicious.
Tastes exactly the same. I made you a big old bowl.
Done. Done. Take my money. I love it. Thank you, Stephanie.
Good to see you.
You have changed my world. We are going to hear from the Beekman boys, by the way, because they're coming up with something pretty special, but we're going to keep on doing some stuff in the kitchen. So stay with us.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients,
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
and it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
on HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin.
The farm to skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
We are in the kitchen this morning to start our Friday. We're just making life better. And I think the kitchen is a place that is a great place to start for that. I started the whole hour talking about, wouldn't you love having kind of a second oven? Having, you know, being able to cook more, being able to have something without having to like tear your whole kitchen and install an extra oven. You know, I said there's the fancy homes that have the double ovens. We could have a double oven. We could do that. This is how we do it. And it is so smart, and it's at a price point today that you can't really say no to. So what we're gonna be looking at, it's from Elite Bistro, that's the first thing, okay? It is a 45-liter French door oven. Look at this, that 2 pizzas are going to be able to come out of. Why? Because this is gonna be dual heating. We're gonna be able to control that top pizza. We're gonna be able to control the bottom pizza. The amount of things that we can do, because this comes with everything, Allison. We're gonna show you everything that this comes with. We're taking almost $50 off this exclusive French door oven today. Allison Sketty, of course, our cookbook author. You've seen it all.
I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of convection ovens in my time.
Yes.
And I gotta say, and I've actually represented quite a few. I think personally I've sold about 12. This is the largest one by far.
Yes.
Okay, so, and seriously guys, I want you to know the interior capacity is 15.5 inches across. Yes, a lasagna pan will fit. 12.5 inches tall. Yes, a bundt cake will fit. 12.5 inches deep. Yes, a full pizza will fit. So that's what I love about this oven. Not only are you getting the brand new French door look, which is gorgeous, and if you want to go to the next oven, you'll see the second favorite thing, the rotisserie. If you have never cooked on a rotisserie, treat yourself, because you will never enjoy proteins any better than in a rotisserie. What happens here is this is a convection rotisserie. Okay, first of all, that's new.
I was about to say.
So usually what happens is this is gonna go around. I'll open the door for you.
Ooh.
The roast goes around, and what's happening is it's coming close to the heat source but never touching it. So all of the juices are staying in while the heavier fats drip away.
Dripping away.
So it's a healthier way to cook. Now let's start this, stop this for one moment, and I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna show you exactly what happens.
As Allison is pulling this out, you might be saying, all right, where's the number for the added thing for that? No, all the two racks that you saw we did the pizza on come with it. What you're using to pull this out comes with it.
Yes, ma'am.
The rotisserie tool comes with it. All the pieces that you're seeing come with this. So you're ready to rock and roll when you get it home. You could make this right away.
It is super easy. Look, I'm gonna take this off. It is very hot, so give me just a second. But this is going to, all you do is skewer it. Seriously, there is no hidden trick. There's nothing that you have to learn. There's no curve. You just put the skewer through like this, and then when you take it off, just take your one end off, and the whole thing is dishwasher safe as well. Super easy to clean. Slide it right out, and that's it. See that? That's ready for the dishwasher. Now, when I stand this up on end, okay, look at this. You have people coming over and you're wondering what to cook. This is the easiest thing. If this was in the oven, you don't know, is it done? You have no idea. How long does it take? The juices are running out. In a rotisserie, Check this out. Now, the closer I go to the center, the rarer it will be. You can use a meat thermometer if you like, but I tell you what, the rotisserie on this is 20 minutes per pound, and it is incredible. Now, look at this though. Inside my pan, which also comes with it, you get this large pan, and you have a holder to take it out. I've got all of my potatoes, my carrots, my root veggies. I have the entire meal in this oven that I didn't have to have hooked up by an electrician. I didn't have to go find a special plug, different countertop. This sits on any countertop. It has little feet, if you see this. It raises it up off the counter. So if you are on a wood surface or something that you're concerned about, you're not gonna have that heat directly on the surface. If you work your way up, a couple things that's super smart. The top knob controls the top element.
Makes
Hello.
sense. Makes sense.
The bottom knob does the bottom element. The middle does the convection. Super easy. Now look here, where are you gonna put your racks? If you're gonna broil, put your rack right there. Baked toast, right there. If you're gonna do your your pies, your breads, your pizzas, put your rack low. It could not be easier to make the pizzas, make your meats, and then check this out, bread. First of all, convection was invented by the baking industry. Why? Because the breads need that airflow, the crisp, to get that rising, that crust on the outside while the inside stays good. Look at this, I've got 2 full loaves of bread in here. Check this out.
Now, if you're just tuning in and we're pulling this bread out, Allison's doing that for us. This is basically like getting a second oven. So don't think like something small, don't think something that, you know, it can't do this. This actually can do more than your oven for sure can do. We're not, you know, making any rotisserie anything in the oven we have right now. But you can do broiling, grilling, toasting, baking, rotisserie, everything in this. Today we have it on a sale price. 5 flex payments, so you can get this home for $23.99. Get it home, start cooking in it, and see how great this is. 5 interest-free monthly payments, get it home first, start using it. I love the French door, Allison, because it is gonna be out, we're gonna see it, right? It looks nice.
It looks nice.
Did you just make a sandwich from what we pulled out over there?
I did. I just made a prime rib sandwich on cheese bread. That would be pretty delicious, right?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so, and here's the thing. Now, I want to show you else. You're going to get 2 racks.
Yep.
You also get this pan. That was what caught all the drippings from the rotisserie.
Yep.
Look at this. If you are doing toast, you can do toast, 9 pieces. This is 6 open-faced sandwiches. I know which rack because it tells me. So I'm going to slide this right in, and then what I'll do is I will go to the top, and I'm going to turn this on. I'm gonna go to about 350.
Okay.
Now, I think I'll go with some convection. Right here, I can choose convection, rotisserie, or both. I'm gonna just go convection. I'm gonna go ahead and set, I don't need the bottom of it on, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn my timer on, and then that will go off. When the timer goes off, it's done. Turns itself off. So, which is great for someone, teenagers that are heating cheese on nachos.
Right.
Turns itself off. Maybe, you know, you have an older parent that's cooking a lasagna or something from the freezer, something like that. It will turn itself off. You don't have to worry about that. Love it.
Your oven doesn't do that.
This is Elite Bistro. Stainless steel, French doors. This is the top of the line, 45 liters. I don't know why they judge it that way.
Right.
It's really, but remember, if you're just tuning in, 15.5 wide, 12.5 high, 12.5 deep. So full pans. You don't need to go buy a little bitty pan. I wanted to show you this. I've got a couple little Cornish game hen in here. You don't have to do large pieces of meat. Even, you know, I've done butternut squash. I've done roasted bell peppers on there. And it's really nice because you can broil on top. You can cook different levels. Full-on convection fan in there. But I mean, it couldn't be easier. Look at those the chickens just going around.
I think. And when you go to certain places and you see the rotisserie and it looks so good, you can do it at home. So I want to remind you, you're getting that. So this is basically everything that comes with it. You're getting the baking sheet. You're getting the 2 racks. You're getting the rotisserie. You're getting the tool that takes it out.
Even the little one that takes the pan out. Everything, nothing is left to chance here. Everything is perfect for you. Right down underneath also, just so you know, this is a crumb tray. So this comes out, so if you are using it as a toaster, absolutely, there's your crumb tray. You take it right over to the trash. Super easy to clean, but guys, if you've been wanting a more update look in your kitchen, You know, and it doesn't happen, you finally break down, you buy, I just finally broke down, and you buy the refrigerator, you buy something you want, and then the next day it comes out practically as French doors. You're like, really? I couldn't have waited another year. So if you want the French door, this is a great way to have it on your countertop, still have that beautiful look that you want without breaking the bank.
Well, I know we're in February, but let's remember back when you made Thanksgiving dinner, you made Christmas dinner, you made all of these things, and you wish you had a second oven, right?
Always.
You are always like, my mom has said that forever and ever. I remember just growing up her saying, one day I'm gonna have 2 ovens. I remember her saying that because I'll be able to do this or that. This is how you get it at your house, because when we're saying this is like having a second oven, this is the real deal. For under $120, being able to have the capacity to do what this does, that is amazing.
Yes.
This is, like you said, don't think I gotta size everything down.
Right.
Do what, if you wanna do a full baking sheet, what did you said? You did 6 of the sandwich, you know.
6 of the big sandwiches, and that was large rye bread. You could actually toast 9 slices of bread.
What is this?
So you can do, this is a lasagna, it's a veggie lasagna.
Veggie
You know what,
lasagna.
and it's got some big pieces of zucchini right across the top of it that I'm trying to cut through with my spoon here. And I'm gonna put this out here, but look at this. I mean, no matter what you're trying to make, this is the right oven to do. And I want you to see something. I don't know if we have a shot of it, but you know the size of your oven at home, right?
Right.
Okay. Really? This is the size you're cooking. You don't need, what is the point of just, you might as well just open your wallet and call the electric company and go, here you go. Because it's the truth. My oven at home, honestly, I timed it one day because I was so aggravating. 13 minutes. 13 minutes to preheat my oven. I can be done. I can put the pizza in and be eating it before my other oven is even preheated.
Elsa, will you remind us one more time the dimensions? I know you went over it, but so people can envision their own kitchen.
It's 15 and a half. Okay, now it's 20 inches, 21 inches total on the outside. But the interior dimensions is 15 and a half by 12 and a half high by 12 and a half deep. So any lasagna pan, any frozen pizza, whether it's square or round, is gonna fit. You know, a regular cookie sheet fits. So you don't have to go searching. We can bake 1, 2 dozens of cookies at a time because this is convection, not 4 at a time.
And okay, we just pulled out the lasagna off the top, and then we've got the bread at the bottom. So why is this important that we're showing that? Because it's dual heating.
Yes.
This gets its own set of heating, this gets its own set of heating, and it's got a dial coordinating with it. The top one does the top, the bottom one does the bottom. I know that thing seems, you know, like, of course, but not all. It gets very complicated with other
I've had so many, and honestly, working with the companies, I call them and I'm like, what are you thinking? Why would you put the, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. To me, if I want the top, I'm gonna intuitively go to the top.
Right.
And so you can too. You don't have to get out the book and say, what is wrong with this thing?
Because lasagna and bread don't need the same heat.
No, and you can add it later, bring it out, bring it back. But you know what? You can quickly go between the broiling, the baking. And that's what's nice too. Like say you are making a mac and cheese, but then you want to put the little breadcrumbs on top and crisp them up. You can do both. But can I call your attention to this, which you said when you were, is that a big old ham?
I said, holy cow, look at this thing. Look at how big this is.
Now, Easter's coming. So a lot of us might be eating hams. This is the way, look at this. Is that amazing? That is I tried to ask the fish house to get me a boneless ham because I wasn't sure that this big boy would fit. 7 pounds.
It fits.
Anything up to 7 pounds will fit on this rotisserie.
Look at that, it's just gorgeous. Is that?
Now I could be basting some, you know, of the brown sugar on there. I've got my sweet potatoes cooking. Now let me show you again how easy it is to take it out. Because this is one of the things everybody says it's gotta be hard.
Okay.
So you have your rack.
Yep.
It's got the 2 divots.
And you get this, by the way.
And you get this. And then right inside you'll see the skewer. One side has a flat end and the other side has a pointed end, okay? So what I do is I go in, right here, I lift up the flat end and I pull it out of the skewered side, just like that. And then slide it right out. It's really not hard at all. You can then take the skewer out, of course, it's a little bit hot, but you can go ahead and carve your meats. And here's the thing, whether you want to cook it all the way, you like a fresh ham. You know, I've seen people put all kinds of things on here, racks of lamb. You can skewer ribs, you know, going like this. through the skewer.
That's a great idea.
You know, and all kinds of foods. So have fun with the rotisserie. Any proteins that you like are gonna come out so nice on a rotisserie. And I tell you what too, when people come over and they see it going around, it's nice, first of all, you see it. The glass, you know, you see right through, you're not opening and closing a door, letting the heat out. So you're seeing, and everybody comes over and, ooh, what's that, what's that? I mean, you know, it's fun, and really, everybody wants to see you take it out, wants to see you slice it.
I'm gonna be honest. If you got a new piece of art, like at your home, and you put it on the wall, and you're like, I can't wait for people to come over and see the art, I may or may not realize you put a new piece of art on your wall. But if I got to your house and you had that ham spinning around in the kitchen, this is me. In front, watching the ham. That is the impressive. Being able to rotisserie, if you're doing, let's say, keto, or you're doing low carb, or whatever it is, and you wanna do, you know, meats, that's a part of your diet. You wanna add that protein without all of the fat. Rotisserie is the way to do that. Being able to do that and bake. You still can do cookies, you know, as a good way to reward yourself for doing so good on the diet. Pizzas, whatever it is. This is as close as you're going to get to remodeling your whole kitchen and having to put in a second oven for under $120 for today's sale price. We took $50 off the original price of this. And we're even breaking it into 5 flex payments. So if you're brand new, you've never done, you know, HSN, you've never purchased anything, you're like, okay, this is gonna be my first purchase. Flex pay just means you can break the price up, do 5 monthly payments, no interest, no added thing, you don't have to sign up for anything. You get it home when you make the first flex payment. You do it on your credit card, PayPal, whatever you wanna do it on, and you get to start cooking right away. Go to hsn.com, give us a call, go on your app, put it in, put the item number in, and this is all the stuff that you can start making. And this is like tip of the iceberg.
I tell you what, and you know what I love too? If you have a basement, this is the fastest way to have an oven down there. The guys do not need to run up and down the stairs when they're watching a football game. You know, they can cook their own stuff. If you have a spare place that maybe you're Airbnb-ing, this is a great way, guys, because then all of a sudden you have, you know, way to reheat dinners. You can cook your own foods in here. You can offer breakfast because it will make toast, stuff like that. So there's a lot of good reasons. We have an RV, but honestly, the oven in the RV is smaller than this oven. Okay? And so I like to take this, I keep it outside, I plug it on a table, and I can cook wherever I am. Doesn't require special plugs, it's just your normal plug.
Just regular.
But look at all the veggie sizzling. Let me get my sandwiches out of here. They're almost done. Open face sandwiches, or if you know someone that's has a dorm. And my daughter and her husband, they live in a very small place. I mean, every inch of counter counts. So this takes away the broiler, it takes away the toaster, it takes away the rotisserie, it also does all of your baking, so you can do your cakes, your pies, anything in here. It really, really, really is smart. And maybe you just live somewhere and you rent, and the oven is just like, no bueno. You're like,
it's no bueno.
You say,
this is the way
you know what I mean?
To get it. And again, when we're talking about being able to do full cookie sheet size, look at how many sandwiches we made. We made 6 of them in here. So don't think this is gonna be that small, you're just gonna be, no. This is the heavy duty, being able to get a lot done in here. I'm telling you, that ham, the prime rib, I could not believe how big and gorgeous it was just spinning around in there.
7 pounds, so 7 pounds. I mean, that's quite heavy. You know, so you can get 2 chickens on there. I showed the little game hen because, and really we were gonna show 4 because
it's cute.
Valentine's is coming. You know, and it's kind of fun to do the little romantic dinners and stuff like that. Oh, cute, right?
We did lasagna. We did the big ham. This is, again, whatever you could do in your oven, you're doing in here. You're doing the convection, you're doing the rotisserie, you're doing it all in here with the French doors, the dual heating. Don't forget, everything we've used comes with this. We're talking about the rotisserie, the tools to get everything out. The only thing you need to supply is like the food. And then you're good to go.
You're ready to eat.
Allison, this was a great,
isn't it?
This is amazing. I love this. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, thank you.
Now, they only give me an hour to do stuff. So, but I don't want you to miss out, and there's still something else cool going on. So if you go over to hsn.com, there's one other thing I want you to go check out. These headstand mixers, everybody is trying to get their hands on this, and they are big, they're beautiful, and they're KitchenAid. It's a huge customer pick. Now, why am I telling you that this is over on hsn.com? Look at all the gorgeous colors. It's a customer pick and it's $70 off. Gorgeous colors. Everything that comes with it, the mixer, the mixing bowl, the flex edge beater, the flat beater, the dough hook, the wire whip, all of that would be $414. All of these extra adds onto this ginormous 5-quart KitchenAid mixer. $70 off today. We're even breaking it into 6 flex payments at $43.33 a month. And how about this? We're gonna throw in the free shipping and handling for that big mixer. It's gorgeous, it's got that retro look to it. Pick all of these gorgeous colors that are on there. Again, another big, huge customer pick, item number 679656. So again, they only give me an hour. I can only do so much out here, but I don't want you to miss that that's available on hsn.com. So if you always wanted one, there it is, make sure to go do that. So I'm done, that's my hour, but I'm gonna hand you on over to Shannon and the Beekman boys.
Our Happy Place cleaning products are made with plant-based ingredients, which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place.
We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.